Yo, 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 welcome back, guys, to
Hello,
the
hello.
900-second podcast. We're back at you guys again with myself, Ethan, with my boy Juan and Anthony. I'm sure
Hello,
you know
hello.
them by now.
Yo, what's up? It's Corona 445.
Yo. And, last episode we talked about, what was it, junior year. So yeah, junior year. I mean, if you guys want to know all about what we're talking about, what we went over, like what to expect for your junior year, go back, stop this video right now and go back to that video. We go over the major stuff that you wanna know about junior year. So make sure you go watch that. But today in this episode, we're gonna be talking about senior year. Now, senior year is like you're on the home stretch. You're about to graduate. Graduation's always on your mind throughout the year. But trust me when I say this, it will.
Senioritis starts hitting.
Yeah, senioritis starts hitting. I mean, I'm sure it's hit, but all of us, all three of us, and simultaneously. I mean, we're on the stretch now, kind of just like grinding out these last few weeks.
3 weeks. So,
But
like, is it 3 or 4? Yeah.
about 3 weeks. But
4. Yeah. Oh,
uh,
3. Yeah.
yeah, but yeah, like it really is a grind to get to
Oh
that
wow.
graduation point, right? Like I sound like I'm kidding when I say that, but I'm not. Like it's literally a grind. Like you need to like mentally be present at school and keep your grades in check. I cannot stress you just how important.
Teachers will start hitting you with final projects.
Yeah, exactly.
Phil, bro. Oh my god.
Yeah, lots of our teachers are hitting us with like end of the year projects, which I mean, like, I think that's typical for seniors.
Right.
I think
Yeah.
the teachers will just start giving you projects like in place of your finals because really they don't want to give you a huge test for your final day, right? They were
Which is,
just
I'm
wanna.
not complaining at all on that
Yeah,
part. But
yeah, you shouldn't be really because like it's kind of like it's not really hard and usually it's like a group project you get to do with like your
right.
friends and stuff, so it's
Hey,
really not that
Sakamoto?
difficult.
Sakamoto got that
I mean,
pass,
math tests are kind of math classes are kind
Eh,
of.
I mean, you already know what to expect from math class.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. But yeah, just senior year, man. Where do I even start? Man, what about college applications?
Oh,
The
qualify you.
Yeah, so what can here Juan, what can you really tell them about college applications? Because I know that you've really been like really on it lately, with UCI, CSUB.
Yeah.
So can you really kind of guide them through?
So basically, what you want to do, uh, you'll probably start at the beginning of, let's say, like early November, right? That's whenever they start hitting you with, get ready. At this point, you should have already taken your SAT. If you have not, you'll probably still have a few more. You'll have a few in like the past month, which is up, and then you'll have a few more towards the end of your towards the end of the month of November. As your last resort, you'll even have one in December. Now, the actual application process itself, it's kind of different for, let's say, whether you're applying to community and CSUs and UCs. Basically, how it works is that for CSUs, you'll actually have to. It's super. You basically just choose the schools you want to apply to. They'll tell you the website. I believe is I don't know, something CSU.edu.
Yeah.
But basically, you just select the schools you want. You select your major. Then they'll ask you a whole bunch of questions. The usual expected stuff like where you live, your street, your address, all that information. Then after that, you'll select a few other program say categories you fall in, such as being Hispanic, or way you identify as, and even like what your hobbies and what are your strengths, like which subject you're strongest in, and they'll try and get a scholarship, scholarship information sent via once you have completed all the applications for each of the schools. It's important to keep in mind recommend that before you start choosing. I would recommend you look into it, like on the school websites, because all the CSUs, the UCs, and even the colleges such as BC or Taft include information on the major that you decided to choose.
Exactly.
And it's very useful because then that way you have like a little bit of insight as to that major specifically does. A very good one that I used throughout my application process was actually UC Berkeley's website.
Yeah.
Because they had like detailed information of the majors. They had all the lists, whether it be the humanity major, you know, even like if that's what you're into. But basically, what I did was I looked over all the majors, found which ones interested me, then looked at where they were offered at, whether it be the UCs or the CSUs, and I applied for the CSU. And like I said, it's super simple. Selecting your school, the major you want, and then filling out a few more questions, and then you definitely want to sign up for EOP if you. This is for CSUs. They offer, let's say you don't want to buy a book, they offer you a place to borrow books, and they even offer. I know CSCB offers with EOP. They allow you to anything basically you want free of charge at the EOP. That's from what I have read, and definitely there's other benefits to that. I can't name them all from the top of my head. Definitely, if you qualify for that, I would recommend. And besides that, then you'll have some other, prerequisites in order to complete that entire application. But now on to the UC application. The UC application is a little different because unlike the CSUs, I know some CSUs, such as Cal Poly, ask you to complete some personal insight questions. Not all CSUs are like that, but I know Cal Poly does do that.
Yeah.
It's like a short essay. But the CSUs work a little bit differently because in addition to all the information you provide, personal information and some other, they do ask you to complete a set of short essay. Now, these are usually 300 or 400 words. They do ask you to complete 4 of the 7, I believe. And you basically choose which ones, are the easiest for you. At least that's what I did. And, chose which one I could provide the most information for, because of course they call them the personal insight questions to be good, because this is what they'll be looking at in addition to your GPA and, your SAT score before they accept you into the. It's important to have these revised, have your teacher or another student, a friend that you may know that's also applying to the UCs, so that way you have proofreading done before you actually submit your file. And I was actually fortunate enough to go into a program. It's called Experience Berkeley. I know 2 other students from Reggie went on this, and if you're able to apply, it's I heard from it through one of my counselors. They actually told me about it, but I know if you go to Styles Hall, for any of you guys that want that resource, and actually if you get accepted into Berkeley, they will help you through the whole application process. But this is a program that you can apply that is located at Berkeley, and I'm on the website right now looking for any information. Anyways, after you do want your PIQs proofread, that's definite plus. Once they're all proofread, you could just submit them. But then after, basically, you input all your classes, the usual stuff that you'll find once you open up the application. You'll basically submit all your classes that you've taken throughout your 4 years of high school, and after that you press submit. You'll receive an email letting you know that you have already submitted your UC or CSU application.
Yeah,
Both of those will send
basically.
you an email.
Yeah.
And you definitely, another thing, you definitely want to apply for FAFSA.
Yeah.
That's the financial aid you
Yeah,
receive.
yeah,
And even
that's
if you don't
the
think you'll receive financial, I
yeah.
know a few people that thought they weren't, and they still received, like, let's say, like $2,000 in financial aid. That may not seem like a lot, but it's actually really, really good, even though they thought they wouldn't receive any, you know?
Yeah, that's
So
yeah.
definitely apply, and you want to be on top of that when teachers tell you, even your counselors. I know now we have a whole different counselor specifically for. Is there anything else you want to add to that?
Oh yeah, for sure. I mean, like just going off of your point about the whole, financial aid aspect, right? Because like a
Right.
lot of students, like, they want to go to the UCs and the CSUs, but like as you know, and as a lot of kids know, college is not, it's not free, or it's not inexpensive, at least. Like it is very expensive, not only the tuition but also the living costs, like a lot of stuff that has to be accounted for. And
Right.
especially in like UCs and CSUs, man, like your budget could come up to at least like $50,000 a year. Like it is no joke. And being able to get this financial aid for your UCs or the CSUs or whatever university you're going to, it's very important that you sign up for these grants or these scholarships. Like that's another big part of the money that you could get in order to go to these colleges, and be in less debt than you would normally be in if you didn't sign up for those scholarships, or you didn't sign up for those grants, or you didn't get the FAFSA money that you need. So yeah, very good points that you brought up. With the UC application, CSUs, I mean, there's a lot of good insight there. And like Juan said, I mean, it's really like based on those applications, right? Like there's your transcripts, your personal insight questions, all this stuff like really goes into the application process.
Right.
So yeah, just keeping a lookout for those. I mean, it's really all just like give or take. Like
Another.
yeah.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Another thing to add, even if you thought you didn't do as well, let's say you didn't study for your SAT score, I mean for your, don't be discouraged. The person, if you are applying to a UC, many times the personal insight questions play a major role in your acceptance to the UC itself, and not only like your SAT score and your grades. What have you done? Like we said in our previous episode, you definitely want to be involved, because this is also another thing that they look at. They want an applicant that has something to offer at their university.
Exactly.
Giving yourself the option to be a part of the other extracurricular activities at your school will definitely plus whenever the administrators at that school are reading your application,
Yeah, for
because
sure.
they not only look at your grades, they look at, oh, what has this person done outside of, trying hard in
Yeah.
school, getting all those good. They definitely want to see that, and even if it's just being a part of a team or club, anything else that you're interested in, definitely take a shot. Don't fall behind,
Exactly.
and
Yeah.
you know you definitely want to be involved.
If you don't mind me stepping in here, I actually have a recording of a student that we interviewed, or at least I interviewed during one of our classes the other day,
Okay.
and
Hold up.
I do want to give you guys that recording, but I'll let Anthony kind of share his insight on this kind of topic as well. So go ahead,
One little
Anthony.
thing before we end, like a little tip about CSU's, UC, and FAFSA application is that you don't want to wait till last minute to do it, because what people don't tell you is that the website actually crashes a lot, and you don't you wait there for hours and you get pretty paranoid, especially
All right.
especially if you wait on the
Yeah.
last day. So we got lucky that we got the extension, but that you definitely don't want to do that on the last day.
Yeah.
Just do it like a week.
I mean, the only reason we did receive the extension was because of the wildfires occurring. But I mean, that was a very serious event. I know, and we were lucky enough to get the extension. But as I don't procrastinate, the website will be a little bit laggy if you do, because everyone is trying to submit their application last minute. Don't do that. Definitely do things ahead of time. And I believe the opening date for the website for the UC application is probably towards the beginning of October. I believe it opened up October 5th. I'm not completely entirely of
Yeah, around
how
that
it will
time.
work
Yeah.
the next year.
Yeah, for sure. But yeah, like they say, don't procrastinate. Like that, this is really something that you should, be on top of, and like always keep on track. So yeah,
Right.
let me just play this recording real quick of, you know, one of our top students in our class. I mean, like obviously, like
The top student.
the top student. I mean, basically, she already grabbed that spot for valedictorian.
Penn State.
So yeah, Penn State.
Penn State.
I'll let the interview kind of say it for itself. So hope y'all enjoy.
All right, let's have a listen.
Hello. This is the 902nd podcast, and this is here today. We have myself, Ethan, and our very own Ridgeview High School valedictorian, Brianna Camaro. Thank you for joining us here today. You want to tell us a little something about yourself?
Sure. So my name is Brianna, and I'm going to the University of Pennsylvania next year, and I'm valedictorian here at Ridgeview High School. I'm also president of mock trial and one of the captains for forensics.
Okay. Very nice, very nice. So we already know that Brianna's pretty involved herself for being the president of forensic and overall the captain of that. How about some more like extracurricular stuff that you do? Like, cause I know that you're like more involved in sports and other stuff like that.
So I played softball for 2 years, and then I played tennis for 3 years. And then I also did like other clubs like math club and science ball.
So like, we know like all of your accomplishments about now. I mean, it's the end of the year for us. Senior year, kind of getting that senioritis, I guess you could say. But being valedictorian, being involved in all this stuff, like, I mean, a lot of kids, I feel like they could say, they worked really hard to get to where you are. Or like they just knew what to do, knew how to get there. But I mean, not a lot of kids can do like what you did, like throughout your high school career. I mean, being valedictorian, being number one on the tennis team, being captain of the forensics club. I mean, it's like a lot of accomplishments that like you've made here. I mean, I'm pretty sure you got super high scores on the SAT to get into UPenn, the pretty well-known college. I mean, how did you do it? I mean, how did you get to where you are right now?
Well, for one, it takes a lot of dedication. Like, all my day was basically related to school or extracurriculars, and I didn't really get as much free time as other people did, so I really had to just work hard at my extracurriculars and really dedicate my time to everything.
I think a lot of it is like that dedication factor, right? Just being able to stick through with something, even though you don't really like it at the beginning, kind of getting through it the best way that you know how. And I mean, for what I didn't really like tennis at first, but I mean, eventually I just kind of just stuck through. I was like, well, this is kind of fun. I mean, I like the people, I like the atmosphere here. And
yeah, I feel like that's the way it is for like most clubs and extracurriculars. You don't like it at first, but then you grow to like love it.
Exactly. So, I mean, you've accomplished like so much in your high school career. I mean, I'm glad that I'm able to get this interview with you, especially because you've accomplished so much, and I'm glad to hear that you're gonna do well. I'm sure you're gonna do amazing things outside of high school. I mean, I'm probably gonna see you in the newspaper or something, doing something amazing. So did you want to give any like last minute thoughts, any tips to any of the future like students that are going to be attending high school? I mean, what's kind of like a takeaway that like most people wouldn't know at first, but you can kind of give to the students?
Yeah, so For one, basically, like, your past doesn't really define you. You have to really just think about the future, and you can't really think about your circumstances now. You just have to do basically everything you can to get to where you want to go, because no dream is, like, unachievable.
Just kind of move forward, no matter like how bad your past is or how it doesn't really define you as a person. Okay. Well, thank you very much, Brianna.
Thank you
for
for
the
having
interview.
me.
Thank you. I really appreciate it, and this has been the 900-second podcast, and thank you for listening.
So yeah, that was the interview. As you can tell, that was me. With Brianna Camaro. And yeah, I mean, you heard it here first. I mean, I felt like she gave some really good, first-hand advice for like any
Right.
new students like coming into high school. That dedication factor. I feel
Yeah.
like is a really big part of a key part to her success. Like it's really
Yeah.
like not many people could say that. I mean, and like there's a trade-off, right? Because you even heard her say in the interview that most of her day
Right.
throughout high school was dedicated to either her education,
Extracurriculars.
yeah, her education or
And
the
her-
extracurriculars. Like
Yeah.
it really is like you won't be able to have the best of both worlds, because it's just, if you want to get that high expectation and like that high placement in your class, then you're gonna have to work for it. Like it's not
Right.
gonna be given to you, so you gotta
You get
kinda,
what you
you gotta
put in,
give
you know?
up. Yeah, you gotta give up some stuff to get what you want. And I feel like that's like a really key, like important, like concept that I feel like a lot of new students have to understand, is that you gotta give up some stuff in order to get what you want. Because
Yeah.
I mean, not all of it's gonna be given to you. So do you guys have any last minute advice or responses to the interview, or anything you guys want to build up off of it?
Anthony. Anthony.
I'm chilling.
Yeah, I think. Yeah. So, here, do you have anything else
Okay.
to say, Juan?
I believe I've the points I was going to cover, but definitely don't procrastinate. Fill out your applications on time, and
Yeah, exactly.
keep going strong. Don't let your grades drop.
Yeah, and get that diploma. You feel me?
Yup.
Alright, guys. Well, that'll do it for us, and then for the 900-second podcast. I hope y'all enjoyed. I hope we kind of gave you guys some good advice during this episode. This will be the last episode of our podcast covering senior year. So yeah, give us your feedback. Tell us how it made you guys feel. If it helped you at all. Just leave a comment down below. I mean, if you liked our content, I mean, we're glad. We hope it helped you wherever you are, whatever stage you are in high school. And yeah,
Thank you very much.
I hope y'all enjoyed it.
Thank you for listening to our 900 second. Hope you enjoyed. Hope you learned from our experiences and the information we have provided.
Exactly, and so maybe even show it to some of your friends. I mean, like all of this, like we're not doing for ourselves, because we've already been through high school, right? Like this is all for
Right.
you guys for the future, and we want you to learn from our experiences and our know-how, because we're out of here, like right, like we're in our last month of school,
Yeah.
and really we have nothing else more to give but our knowledge and our information that we've gathered over the course of 4 years of high school. So yeah. We really
And
do. Yeah, go ahead.
and about the program I mentioned, if you're a junior by the time you listen to this video, the website that I was talking, that you can still apply, the application deadline was passed. It was sometime in April, but I mean, for those of you that are still able to apply, the website was www.styleshall.org. And under Experience Berkeley, the program for high school students, you can go under program application and give you some more information on that.
Yeah, we'll put the links in the description.
Yeah. So yeah, I mean, really just thank you guys for taking the time to listen to our podcast. I know it could, like, podcasts could kind of be like boring sometimes, but you know, we're just trying to give you all the information we can, you know, where it's most convenient, right? So you could just be listening while you're doing homework, while you're doing other stuff, you know. So yeah, we really do hope you guys enjoyed it, and yeah, thank you guys for watching and listening.
Yeah, it's been a pleasure, YouTube.
Thank you very much.
I'll see you fucking later.
Peace.